Oh god, what does he want? Why? Hello. Prepare to be indoctrinated. Welcome to Brazil, a fine niche in the old faith that houses only the most devout of followers. A fine niche that obscures the outside world from them. The old faith is... What is going on? Sent here against my own will, I became a vessel of the Red Crown, serving this guy, who was banished by these guys. Why? Because they're evil, and I must embark on a journey to get my vengeance. And I have to do whatever it takes, be it make followers on the way that I could exploit for personal gain, or build a whole internment camp to host my cult for personal gain, or even commence rich parties for personal gain. Now, our friends, they have no choice but to worship me, the lamb, my cult, Brazil. Let's move on, shall we? So how did we get here? It all began when this beauty pageant confronted me at my wit's end and had me sacrificed to prevent the prophecy from ever being fulfilled, more on that later, and to ensure that this guy never sees the light of day again. However, he was so desperate to see grass again that he revived me and had me create a cult for him in the hopes of freeing him after defeating all the beauty pageant contestants. That's basically the whole story. And so, the Red Crown was under my possession. Look at me go. A little genocide later, it turns out, I'm not the only one to have been a vessel. Ex-vessel Ratao here would use his extensive vessel knowledge to be our guide through this hellscape. I eventually came across this portal room that would introduce us to the level progression system. Oh, hello, what are you? This is a potential friend. Using my negotiating tactics, I've convinced the local dwellers to allow me to rescue my friend. And... welcome. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Welcome. This land is our new home. And this bunny, our first friend. Each friend comes with their own traits. Bunny over here is a natural skeptic, but is also zealous. And he is also a Cthulhu now, a pink Cthulhu. And just like that, we have officially indoctrinated our first friend. In the old faith, you must be more than just a crusading lamb. You must also be a caretaker. At the cult, friends can be told to perform certain tasks and have to be cared for, whether it be sustenance or shelter, giving this game a sort of city builder aspect. I've probably spent more time here at the cult than out on crusades, to be honest. And now for the violent part. Crusades. The old faith contains these 4 gates, each housing one of the members of the beauty pageant. Each crusade is basically the same as the little genocide we had a few minutes ago, only with varying enemies and aesthetics. Speaking of aesthetics, can we just take a second to appraise the visuals of this game? The sound design? Like, oh man, look at how good everything looks.
Okay, that is so good.
And the soundtrack? Don't even get me started. We have to get through every room and every dungeon in order to expand our cult and make steps towards freeing this guy. Okay, now that we've got the whole point of the adventure behind us, let's focus on this, our first gate. Welcome to Darkwood, the first of the 4 areas where we'll be limit testing our capabilities and making new discoveries to aid us in our ventures. Yeah, pretty much just like that for every room. A little present is left for us at the end of every dungeon, and a little surprise scattered here and there as well. It is evident that the beauty pageant contestants feel threatened by our looks, and rightfully so. Who's a good little lady? And also because my revival is evidence of this guy's slowly but surely growing ability to return from the afterlife and do who knows what to them, but that's besides the point. And did you think that was it? That every crusade is a little killing spree of a few little bugs? No. There are a few bigger bugs too. And oh yeah, they turn into friends. Not so loyal are they now, huh? Leshy? More like Lychee? Look at him. And off you go. We get past the nice little summary page, and it's time. Welcome. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fitting name. Amdusius is, oh man, terrified of death, aren't we all? And a sloth. Does Lychee only indoctrinate losers? No offense, Amdusius. Go chop some trees. Oh, and what is a cult without worship? Our friends here will now be able to pray and generate devotion, which will be used for expanding infrastructure. Ratao so kindly donated to us a follower which will now demonstrate the art of worshipping. And just like that, that piece of soul she gave up will now be used to expand the cult. Thank you, Peppa. The temple is like the heart of the cult.
No, the shrine is.
Okay. Temple is like the brain of the cult. Yeah, this is where we'll give sermons and hold rituals in order to keep faith up and dissent down.
Sermons will have our friends kindly give up even more of their soul to us in exchange for upgrades to the crusading experience.
Like extra health. As you can see, faith went up, and everyone is happy. Our job here is done. Back to Darkwood. That's right. Hacking and slashing getting a bit too repetitive? Here's a crown ability. Look at that thing go.
Excuse me?
I can explain. You see, Helob here is a genius. He opened up a friend trafficking ring in the Old Faith. Guess what every cult needs to gain a following? Friends! Imagine the heaps of gold this dude is sitting on. And this is Harrow. He speaks in poetry and I usually can't tell what he's saying, but focus over on these. These are actually important.
Commandment stone fragments.
Using these, I'll be able to declare my own doctrine unto all our friends like God himself, dictating what kind of parties I could throw, or how everyone should feel about certain things. I also got this little thing that I could give to one of our friends as a gift,
which will help raise their devotion
and their productivity. And now, it was time for the Crusade finale.
Ah, shit. Get over here. Wow.
Once we got back, I invented farming using devotion and camping using a commandment stone and befriended some more friends. Our cult was expanding ever so quickly, but always is the time to expand even further. So off on another crusade we go.
Ah, hello. Wait, what? Having a whole meeting here.
Hey, they're scared. Remember when I said not to pay attention to Harrow's poetry? Well, I take that back. Sometimes the things he says are actually comprehensible, and when they are, they give a lot of insight into what actually happened between these guys and this guy, and into the lore behind the Old Faith and the past in general. If you have a really keen eye, you probably would have noticed the bandages wrapped around certain parts of their heads, which correspond to the injuries that Harrow pointed out. And guess who caused those injuries? There's some food for thought. After yet another successful crusade, our guy granted us the ability to read our friends' minds. Let's see what they really think of us and our cult. Aw, that's so nice. Upon returning, I provided our friends with some sleeping bags, turning this place into a proper campground. Welcome to the camping phase. Dungeons, crusaded. Friends, befriended. Progress, progressing. At this point, we've gotten the gist of the game. Shouldn't there be more?
It feels like there should be more.
Yes. Finally, an expansion to the Old Faith. Here we can see it in its entirety. Remember our guide with Ratau? He is lonely. We should pay him a visit and cheer him up. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Brazil.
Wait.
Yes, being a janitor here is a huge responsibility. If you don't clean up your friends' messes, everyone dies from disease. Welcome to Lonely Shack. This nice little place is where Ratau lives. This is also where you'd go if you wanted to play Knuckle Bones, a dice game of risk and reward. That's right, there's a game within this game. It's simple really. Try to get the same die number in the same column to multiply its value and decrease your opponent's value by matching the die number to theirs in the same column. Easy.
I'm so good.
After leveling up our friends, we were able to level up our cult. This is huge. Look at all this new stuff we can unlock. Look at the shrine. Brazil is growing. And so is our ability to cause genocide in Darkwood. Off we go. Oh wait, hold on. Off we go.
What's up, bro?
Oh man, here we go. A test of our abilities so far. hello. What's this? A feast? A food market. Don't mind if I do.
I didn't even know there was meat in here. How do you get that? Wait, can I hit them? Wait. Can I hit you? Oh. Okay, whatever you say. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Huh? Watch me. No. Oh, no way.
Yup, your eyes are not deceiving you.
This game also has hidden mini-bosses.
Wow, nice job, Massive Monster. Fishing. And eventually, this was it. The final room. Either the end of Lychee, or the end of me. Was I even doing the right thing? Ah! What the hell? It's hideous! Kill it! And that was it. The first of the 4. All that remains is his heart, which we can use to upgrade our crusading experience even further, and a souvenir to remember our successes by. How nice.
Alrighty then, now with the Lychee out of our way, we can spend more time on our cult. Productivity is not the only option here in Brazil. We also have a sense of freedom and recreation that we must embrace through decorations. Of course we have to place our trophy down. Look at all this stuff. You go here, this goes here. Use the heart. What is this? Goodness gracious, we need a bathroom. But more important endeavors await. Fishing is largely like in Stardew, and you can use this fish to cook more sophisticated foods or sell your catches for gold. That's pretty much it. You may not have even noticed that here lies a central gate, but yes, it is there. 4 chains, 4 gates. You can probably tell how to open it. Hopefully. Now that we're in Experience Slam, everything should be a breeze, right? Well, somewhat, actually. Forgetting about the fact that I was crusading on medium difficulty, I felt great about not having died a single time. On top of that, as we advanced through the crusades and progressed through the sermon upgrade tree, our weapons and crown abilities became stronger. On top of that, devotion generation exponentially increased as we befriended more friends from the old faith, allowing us to revolutionize industry and embrace automation through the use of manual labor. But hey, if we're not the ones doing the labor, it's automation. Welcome to the Industrial Revolution. Dungeons further crusaded, friends further befriended, progress exponentially progressing. On top of the upgrades we can get from siphoning souls, we can also complete quests for the creatures we meet throughout the crusades that reward us with these holy talisman fragments, which we can use to unlock new fleeces that give us certain perks, with trade-offs usually. And how could such a chaotic game go without drugs? Of course, drugs are part of the story. Before you know it, we were already at the doorstep of Hecate's lair in Anura, the second gate. And then we had her heart, the second of the 4, down. It was time to head towards our next target, Calamar and Anchor Deep. Quite a clever name. And I do dislike most seafood, so this one will be tough. Don't hate on me, hate on my taste buds. And let me just tell you, I do like Anchor Deep's dungeon aesthetics the most, so that makes up for it, right? For the most part, I spent time in Brazil siphoning souls, getting upgrades, building, decorating, dancing, doing manual labor, so there isn't much interesting stuff to show, so I'll just be glossing over whatever happens over there. The part we should be focusing on right now is defeating the evil seafood. Oh, you are so going down. This is why I dislike seafood. It makes me sick. So I had to get back as quickly as possible and heal all my followers before we start playing 2 years ago simulator. Oh? Oh, why thank you. What? Again? What? Okay. Faith was strikingly low, and things were seeming bleak. Good thing I can throw parties and distract everyone from the plague by sacrificing someone. Thank you for your service. Oh Lord. Never disturb your friends from their sleep. Never. It's a miracle we didn't get any dissenters. Seafood truly is the evil within. No longer do I simply dislike it. I despise it. It's time, Calamar. Your death is long over. He's scared? Rightfully so. You know what? You've stooped so low in my eyes that I won't even bother rushing to get to you. I got some business partners to make and some friends to please.
Die. Ow. Ow. Ow.
There is no chance that the timing is coincidence. That bug is most definitely Calamar's doing. That was it. After checking out our new business partner's cove, it would be a straight beeline towards Calamar. Cool looking place you got. Alrighty, now is the time.
I mean, your full health is gonna be.
Not necessarily. This is the third boss.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, I don't have a good feeling about this.
Seafood.
Attempt number 2. Haha, get fucked. The third of the 4. Good riddance. And now, for the final one, Shamura in the Silk Cradle. The worst of the gates, and for one reason only. Not the spiders, not even the fight against Shamura, but Shamura themselves, in the dungeon rooms. Like Harrow, they began giving insight into the story behind this guy and themselves, and then decided to give me a taste of what they experienced. Avert your eyes, this is too heavy on your soul. And again. However, I evaded this trial since one of the doctrines gives you the ability to recall in the middle of a crusade. No more. And then I discovered Midas's cave, thinking it would help alleviate our issues by giving us a source of gold. Nope, it's a scam. Enough was enough. Our adventure was close to its end, and I would not allow a few setbacks to stop us in our tracks. It's right there, just past Shamura. Judging from the fact that Calamar was difficult as hell, I assumed that Shamura would present us with another set of deaths. So I absolutely decked out my heart collection to be safe, and surprisingly enough, they were actually easier to defeat. What now? Give up the crown? After all I've done? Oh. And it was done. 20 followers. Almost as much as my sub count. Please subscribe. There was no telling what was coming up for us and the cult. So I left everyone with a great feast. And journeyed into the beyond. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Why are there big cages? What the hell is this? My guy? Oh no. It comes down to a decision. I'm a terrible decision maker. Are there multiple endings? Which one is the good one?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch, take a bite, so if I go, eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I have to accept. No.
The actual final fight. Extremely unprepared, I had no choice but to dive straight in. As is required of video games, the final boss must always come in phases. That's one down. That's two down. Oh shit. That's three down? going on? Oh. Oh, man. Oh, here we go.
However, this one was not that difficult and certainly unexpected. Yes, what was once the most feared deity in all of the old faith is now donating his soul to our cause. Wait a second.